I'm back. Anywho, yeah, none of that shit ain't work. Anywho, so I wanted to discuss something regarding vampirism. Is that a word? Vampirism. Okay, I think that sounds better. Vampirism, or is it vampirism? Vampire. Look, listen, it's a thing. It's real, and long story short, I got this insight and this motivation to speak about this from the marriage boot camp this past season that just ended. My girl Treasure P from Houston, she was on that show and I watched it, and I was just disgusted with Molly Mall and her situation. We all know it. They really wasn't together. They lied about it, but I'm talking about the the setup of the realness, right? Um, they the way how he was, if you seen the marriage boot camp of this past season, then you know what I'm talking about. The way how Treasure P looked, I saw her in myself. um what a lot of people don't understand is sometimes you can be the strongest person. You can know how to pay your bills, you can know how to get a job, you can know how to jump over obstacles, but some things we need the Most High to fight with us. Some things we need that spiritual realm because it's a spiritual warfare. The way how Molly Mall was like just sucking up her energy, her makeup wouldn't be done, her nails wasn't done. She on national TV, like whether you have money or not, we know how to get press-ons and get it done. Women know how to look at other women and see when they're going through something. Men probably too, but women, we know the characteristics because we probably either been there before, we heard about it, we saw it. But when we start keeping ourselves in a unkept state, and that's not how you used to be. Sometimes the word depression, people throw that around too much. People throw around depression and bipolarism around too much, and there's a lot of people and vampires. Let's stick to the word vampire. There's a lot of them out there that looks good on the outside. They have their jobs together, the house, the car, whatever, right? So people are assuming that this person is a stand-up person. The ones that's spiritually dead anyway. Because when you're spiritually woke, you know that you got to move all that to the side to see a person's true essence, a true hue, true aura, right? So me watching her on that show, it just drove me to talk about and do a little video. And anyone who may be struggling with this, hopefully it helps you, whether it's this year, next year, 2 years from now. When you ever see yourself getting drugged down like that in a love situation, you're always crying. This person is always telling you, why are you crying? This person is always picking at you like you're too emotional, right? Don't be hard on yourself when you're too sensitive. First of all, if anyone ever tell you you're too sensitive, that's a dead soul. That soul is either on their way to being a bag of bones, or that soul is already a bag of bones. They speak about that in the Bible. You can be as shiny as you want on the outside, but your soul is a bag of bones. That's why we get caught up with illusions of family and friends, because we like to keep people that's familiar around, but we don't really know their true intentions for us. We get ourselves caught up. We miss opportunities and we wonder why it's not working out for us, because sometimes it's the energy that you keep around, the conversation that you tell people, your business. I'm a very open person, so I tell people things about me. But sometimes you have to read people's energy. It's a difference between you just constantly going to this friend or this family member or this lover, and they don't have your best interest at heart, you know. And if you don't know, sometimes the Most High try to send you clues, or in this number world, we get a lot of triple numbers, double numbers. So it's good to Google those numbers and see what the message is about. I was hanging with my friend, a little friend, the other day, and he always sees 911. So we had to look that up and see what it was saying on Google. And it was a message. So definitely keep your eyes open. If you notice you always seeing a certain number or a certain thing, Google it, a certain bird, a certain animal. Google it and see what the universe is trying to tell you. Now back to this vampirism. It's a thing. Like when I saw Treasure P on this show, it really motivated me. It really pushed me. It really angered me that as smart or intelligent or hardworking as a woman that I am, I still allow my soul, my heart, my joy to be dimmed, to be snatched up, to be snuffed. And this is talked about, but not enough. Because a lot of times other women look down at other women who may be mistreated by men or who's being played by men, and they make it out of a joke. It's a game. Versus saying, let me lift you up. Let me pray with you. Let me help you. I'm always here to talk to you. Genuinely. There's not enough of that going around. Very seldom you meet people that's genuine. And I'm grateful for the genuine friends or associates that I am having and making in my life, because I'm a genuine person. Whether I'm upset and I'm yelling or whether I'm loving you, I'm genuine. I can't fake. So I digress. I always digress. But back to vampirism, it's a true thing. Sometimes you're around this person, you want to love them so much, but they see your light, they see your love for them, right? And they juice that up. Sometimes people switch, people get hijacked. It may sound like it's just crazy. You might be like, oh, Vaughn tripping. What is up with her? For real, sometimes you get hijacked when you keep your energy in low vibrational things. Sex, money. You don't want to pray. You don't want to forgive. You don't want to talk to God. The enemy try to have me slip in that spot. The enemy try to pull me back to that low vibrational sex. Don't worry about love. Just hang out. And no. When you're a divine person, when you have a place in the kingdom, the Most High is not going to let you stray too far. If he have to rain calamity in your life for you to get attention, if he have to remove everything and everybody for him to get your attention, guess what? You do it to your kids. So, man, if you're ever in a situation where you have to deal with vampirism, or you're dealing with somebody who you love dearly or you have to coexist with, and you know this person is emotionally abusing you, it's emotional abuse. There's a physical abuse, which I've choked a few men in my times, threw stuff at them. I'm not perfect, but I didn't mean choke like choke them soft can, like I pass out, but I reached for their neck a couple of times because it was just like the Queen of Swords in me. What an air sign gang at? Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Queen of Swords. Sometimes that sword come out and people be looking at it as crazy, especially when you're an empress like myself. People look at you crazy because they feel like you were just cool a few minutes ago. Then they play you or they do stupid stuff, whether it's subconsciously, subliminally, consciously. Whether they do it up front or blatantly, when you call them on it, they want you to come at them in a cool, calm, collect, like, oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's not that serious. And you gotta be careful with those people too, because they will paint the picture of you to everybody else that you crazy, you throwed off. Whole time they crazy, undercover, lied, and if you anything like me, reputation and rumors is only currency that's sending you energy your way. When you transmute that energy and you know how to take that dark energy and make it to manifest something what you want, you ain't gonna be too worried about people sitting up talking about you or trying to ruin your reputation with lies, to trying to make other people look at you in another light. It's been done to me. They'll try to talk to anybody they know to try to make them see you in another light. But they forgot that the real light from the lighthouse they can't fuck with. So regardless of the rumors and everything else that's going on at the bottom, at the below, in the valley, They got the lighthouse. They ain't running the lighthouse. They can't even get up in there. So God gonna always shine light from where He at, regardless. Regardless of when people try to put you in a low field, they try to bury you, all those things. You can't bury no star seed. Are you dumb? We are a seed. You bury us, we gonna chill, cultivate, marinate, and sprout back up into something beautifully. So keep trying. You know what I'm saying? But that's okay. That's for the ducks in the back. But the thing is, when you're a strong person, when you have a spiritual ranking, when you have things to do, when you have a vibration to raise or change, when you have a purpose, the enemy will use who he can use. If he got to use your own mind. So sometimes you in a love with with someone, you have kids with them, or you married to them, or you love them, you're in a long relationship, and they've been hijacked. They've been around somebody or family or friends, or they probably messed up. Sex is a very serious portal, where sometimes we slip up, we do things that, our passion or our lower vibration draw us to, because we're not in a high vibration enough. We don't want to read. We don't want to talk about spirituality. We don't want to raise our vibration. So when you're used to somebody who like the darkness, they like low vibration, they like secrets, they like chaos, they like to mind play you. There's a thing out there that's called, what is it with your mind? It's like a control thing that people does, and it's considered like submiss. What is it, like a it's right at the tip of my tongue. They don't want it to come out. What is it? It's like mind control, but on a covert level. So you have to be careful, empresses, queens, princesses, any young woman out there that you know or you may not know. Like, you have to give them the game. When you on a spiritual path, it don't always mean that the people that you link up with is going to always have your best interest. The closest people to you, the one that sometimes you share blood with, will be the main ones to throw you under the bus for no reason. And you thinking like it's you. You thinking that you don't deserve love. You don't deserve people to be your real friend. You don't deserve people to really respect you and believe in you. You start thinking it's you, but it's not you. You got to send that energy right back to their ass, because it's not you. Okay? Now, vampirism is a thing. It is so serious. It is so real, and it's emotional abuse. This thing drives people to medication. It drives people to go to therapy. And if you don't have God in your life, it will make you go back to a road sometimes that you don't want to go. Because I was few feet away. I didn't want to listen to my spirit guide. I didn't want to do all that meditating stuff. I was angry on the inside for how something played out, right? But that was the mission. Sometimes people come into your life to steal, kill, and destroy, no matter how it look on the outside, right? So you have to get into the soul mission to understand, like, okay, I love this person, but this person make me feel like this. Am I gonna stay for what it looked like, or am I gonna do something different so I can heal, so I can grow, so I can look back and be like, I'm proud of me for overcoming that. You get proud of yourself for overcoming things that are supposed to ruin you. I'm a great testimony of that. From people that you thought they had your back, from people that I thought that was cool with me, from people that I prayed for and wish well for from a distance. People that I will give my last to, right? Were the same people sitting up not believing in me, talking down on me, whispering around the corner, shwee, 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 right? That was supposed to break me. That was supposed to make me feel like I'm not good enough for love. I'm not good enough for reciprocity. I'm not good enough. But that's what the devil wants you to do, because if you do that, you ain't going to the lighthouse. You're going the other way. And he won another soul. It's gang and it's spiritual warfare out here. So if they can win another soul, if they can take you from the light, they won. They won another soul. If this person can break your heart, break you down, betray you, make you feel stupid, take things and make you struggle, or make you or wish bad on you, if they can do that and steal your light, they will. So at the end of the day, you have to choose yourself sometime. Let go of vanity. Vanity is number one thing that keeps us. Because when I lost something that was materialistic, it was like I got angry on the inside because I didn't feel like it was right. But when you have faith, God will take that little teddy bear that you hold on to so tight, that sweet pendant, that sweet rabbit's foot, whatever that you feel brings you love so much. When you put that faith into God, He replaced it. I was put in a place where I didn't have what I'm used to having, but at the same time, I trust God and I put my faith forward, and I'm still trusting God and walking with Him one foot at a time, regardless of what people say. Because though you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, they're the Most High, your angels, your goons, they walking with it. They walking with you too. So don't let nobody make you feel like you're less than. That's a trick of the enemy. If I make this woman feel less than, she'll always come running behind me. And then in return, I get to point out all of this stuff that I'm making her do. I'm triggering in her. I get to point it out to everybody else to make me seem like the victim. It's been done. It's been done to me, and it can be done to anybody. And it's the main mission. Though it hurt, though you want to get revenge, though you get angry, the main mission of those kind of people, no matter how much they show up on a physical level as 1000% of a good citizen, that reach for the soul. When you are soul having a human experience, you have to see that in other people. See the soul, see the energy, the color, the hue. Certain things that you just don't do, you apologize, you have compassion. When people don't have compassion, they don't have no love, no emotion. They've been dried up. They don't have the capacity to give you something that you deserve. So at the end of the day, are you going to stay in something because how it look? I was so proud of Treasure P on the show. I don't know if it was scripted or not. We don't know, TV magic. But I was so proud of her for standing up for herself, and it's really an eye-opening thing when you see certain things that on TV that you may have experienced. And I'm not talking bad about none of my exes. I'm just saying because I've been wrong in all of my relationships. I've been wrong as well. So by me being a Libra that I am, I weigh both sides of the scales. I'm not gonna ever let nobody make me feel like, oh, it's just me because I'm emotional, I'm sensitive. That's the furthest thing from the truth. Sometimes the enemy will put the key in your spouse back because they energy low, because they running around screwing whatever, because they running around lying, scheming, gossiping. Boom. That's the easy way for the enemy to sneak up on them, hijack them to fuck with you. So now you thinking that it's them, and you really want to hold on to the past, hold on to the history. Whole time this person already got hijacked because what they was doing behind closed doors, what they was doing to you. So now they got hijacked, and that energy that you're used to is not there. Don't try to fix people like this. Though it hurts, though you want to go back to familiar and comfortability with this person, we all been there. You have to say your affirmations. You have to pray and ask for help. You have to speak out. You have to reach out. You have to let go of shame, let go of pride, because we all deal with something that we're not too proud of. But if we don't speak up on it because of pride, we cannot heal. We cannot help others. If you sitting in the closet, oh, what they going to think? Forget what people think. They got their own bullshit that they dealing with, but they not going to come tell you. That's another thing. You hanging around people, you telling them your business. They can't share with you none of their past, none of their business, none of their friends, none of their plans. That's someone that's not for you. They don't trust you enough to give you that, to let you in. So why should you let them in? 2022 is a year of what's the word? Is why I can't speak of the word, not twin flame, but the year of synchronicity. So trust and believe that 222, oh, it's coming. Whatever you've been putting out, oh, it's coming. It's on the way. So trust and believe. You put out good, you love people, you care, and you forgive. It's going to find you again. Though it may feel like you're getting the short end of the stick, because it's just like, God, why? And sometimes when God wants to make you not lonely, but when God want to get you alone, use that time to get closer to Him when you know you haven't been closer to Him because of a relationship, because of friendship, because of a job. Lately it's been a battle with me because the enemy been calling me to want to go hang out, do things, go back to my old ways, just have fun, forget all those crystals and the spirituality. The shit ain't work anyway, So those are the thoughts that go through my mind. So this is why I'm able to share and try to motivate, because let me tell you, nobody is going to leave this realm completely fixed. You have things you have to learn. You come here for a limited time and hopefully you learn it. Don't mean your soul is done growing. So sometimes when you thinking that you have to get yourself all shiny, well put together and have it all edited right. No, God, Jesus didn't do that. And even though he didn't have social media and all the technology we have, get the mission across. Get the message across. Get the lesson across. Teach your nieces, your nephews, whoever's behind you that's connected to you, that loves you, that really pours into you. Pour it back into them. Now, don't just go pouring around to people because they're in your family and they don't pour into you emotionally. They don't believe in you. They don't really care about what you into. Them kind of people, that's family, but to a certain extent. So sometimes when your soul is growing, the enemy will use people that you're so used to. You don't want to let go of your sister-in-law. You don't want to let go of your homeboys. So those things will keep you in a repetitive cycle sometimes. True. If you know that person's energy signature is toxic, you holding on to them because you've been on them. That's my friend from kindergarten. You got to let some people go. People get hijacked. Entities jumps on people that's in low vibration. Boom. Now you hanging around Kevin. Kevin full of low entities. He been sleeping around all 2021. Now you want to go hang with Kevin. That's my boy. That's my dude. He done set you up to do some things or get you in trouble. So you have to have discernment. You have to ask about people. When people come back into your life, ask the Most High, what is their intention? Please show me such and such intention. They come back speaking all this good game. We should be together. You're my twin flame. You're my soulmate. Ask the Most High. Pull your cards. Go into meditation. Whatever you have to do. But sometimes you have to look in the mirror as well. When I looked in the mirror and I realized my flaws, it made me stop pointing fingers as much as the next person and realize, well, I could have done this better, or I could have said this better, or maybe I need to work on this. So we're always growing. We're always students in life. It's only a fool that think that because they have a certain level or certain financial stature that they're done learning or they're smarter than you. You miss the lesson sometime looking at the messenger. You miss the message sometime looking at the messenger. Oh, look at their shoes. They been to prison. What do they know? Right? That's how people do. They judge you. These are the same church folk that go sit up in the church all prim and proper, all well put together. Right? But then when it comes time to love like God love and have the eye that God have, it's like they ain't even went to church. It's like they didn't even step foot in the church because they judge you off of things that you've done. They have this energy in them sometimes that's just like, I want you to do good, but you still ain't shit. You know, stay away from people like that. I don't care if it's the holidays. It's a scheme. Figure out the real reason behind Christmas before you get to looking around at all the decorations. That's how they get you. That's how they've been getting us. They put all the fancy stuff, but what is the real meaning? We have to dig for the meaning. Never forget that the Lord said his people perish for the lack of knowledge. Seek knowledge, right? And understand that when you with somebody, though you may love them, if you belong in the kingdom, sometimes, not all the times, it becomes a spiritual warfare when your soul is unequally yoked with this person, or when they have different beliefs, or when they worship another God than you, trying to act like they worship the same God as you. It's always going to come to pass. So therefore, the entity can use them to make you hurt, to cheat on you, to hurt you. What that does, it dims your light. Nobody can say that even when you love somebody, you know they're a cheater. It doesn't hurt. It dims your light. It make you feel like you're not good enough. It make you feel like you're something. Only a cold-hearted person or somebody who doesn't love you don't care about the wrongs that you do. They let you do whatever, and then here you go thinking that this is the perfect situation for me because this person doesn't nag me. But this person don't care. That's why they don't nag. Ooh, 23 minutes. I can talk. But regarding to vampirism, this is a message for young women, any other women that may be going through it and have no one to talk to or no one to believe in you, or they look you may be the minor and this person may be the breadwinner or the financial so people look at them like they're right. But you have never fret. Don't get too weary about proving yourself to anybody. Change your expectation of people. When you change your expectation of people and knowing that people not going to love you like you love them all the time, it's okay. Especially when you're vibrating high. Sometimes they can't love you like they love you. They can't be real. They can't be open. They can't be honest. They can't do those things. They can't show compassion and empathy because they're not vibrating on your vibration. So don't expect people that's on a low vibration, all they know is sex, money, get high, scheme, and lie, that they're going to show you any kind of level of compassion. And if they do, it's forced and it's fake, and it's going to always be shown, because we're moving into the age of Aquarius. So all that faking and scheming and and acting like you are above the law and you can do things to people and then you're going to get away with it. Karma going to hit, wait 5 years. That's the furthest thing from the truth. Karma hit real quick. So at the end of the day, if you ever find yourself in a situation to where you are being drained emotionally because a person gaslights you, tell you everything is good, we good, I love you, but they can't show you on an emotional level. They can't make you feel that way. Sometimes people just want to keep you because of your light. Your light is an energy source to them. So now, if old boy is low down and undercover, you keeping them covered by being around him. Your light, by sleeping with him, by laying with him, by being in the same house with him. So sometimes you have to overlook things on a physical level and get into your spiritual soul and be okay with being alone. I'm okay. The enemy tried me the other day because somebody texted me and was like, oh, you seem lonely. That word lonely can be triggering when you are healing, when you are focusing on yourself, when you are growing. But trust and believe your angels, your ancestors. My goons is always in the room. You hear me? And it be people that don't want you to speak up. People that don't want you to seem so sure. People that's mad because you're so confident. People that's so hurt because you trigger stuff in them. Instead of they go heal, they wish bad on you like they're God. Like it can stop anything. So understand that this can be done in relationships, families, friends. When you feel like you are the quiet, loving, caring one, and they always ragging on you or making you feel like you too sensitive, you too this. Okay, well, get from around me. The Lord made you that sensitive so you can get messages from the Most High, from the universe. So you can hear when they're trying to send you messages about the fakes that's around you. That's why you're so sensitive. Don't get mad. Don't get upset, especially if you need to learn your birth chart. You don't know why you're so sensitive. Don't let nobody make you feel like being sensitive is a weakness. Being dead on the inside and not showing emotions and compassion and empathy for people is what makes you dead on the inside. So keep loving, but love with security. Make sure you put security around your heart. Tell people what you expect. Tell people when they hurt you. Tell people when you don't want to be with them. You don't want to be friends. You don't want to be family. You have to be okay with that. People will look at you like, oh, how could you? But at the same time, they're not wanting to help you on a spiritual level. They just want to be around to see what you got going on so they can run back and tell whoever. Be careful. Don't always have to be around people sometimes. Be okay with being lonely. Be okay with being alone. Even if you're alone, don't mean you're lonely. You got music, you got internet, you got books, you got neighbors. So focus on the universe sometime when the world and circumstances is calling for you to go within so you can go without, and it's trying to tell you to stay to your solitude, protect your peace. Doesn't mean that you don't love and reach out to people. It just means that at the time of you healing, you need to be around people that can pour back into you equally. You know? So, hope you enjoyed my lesson. It's 28 minutes. Not my lesson, my video. I guess it was a lesson. But my video, hope you enjoyed my video. I'm not going to edit it because it's just, as I say, it is what it is. So, hope you continue to make great choices. Love you first, even when it hurts and you want to go back to comfortability. Remind yourself that you are worth being fought for. You are worth for somebody to go hard for. You are worthy of somebody professing they love to you like they used to do on the movies from the 80s and the 70s. You are worthy of that. Don't let nobody make you feel like you're not worthy of that because you're emotional, you're sensitive. That's a gift. That's a power. Use it. Tune into it. Maybe you'll be able to hear other people's conversations. Sometimes you're chilling and you hear other people saying other things. You're not even around them. That's how in tune you can get sometimes. So don't let people drag you down and make you feel like sensitivity is a weakness. It's a strength to even be that sensitive to feel. But you got to learn how to power. You got to learn how to tune in and hone in and stop pouring our cups over to people who we want to love us. They can't love it. They don't have the capacity. That's okay. Keep moving. All right? Wish you the best in life. May 2022 always be great for you. And may you continue to learn, love, and release. Ashe.